Care, KFC of Paoli, Orange County REMC, Orange County Fiber, Orange County CASA, Orange County Community Foundation, Paoli Health and Living Community, Riley Oil Company, Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James, Summers Seamless Gutters, Springs Valley Bank and Trust, Team OC Youth Mentoring, Orange County Eats, The Superburger and Whitfield Investments.
No matter what sport you play, there always seems to be that one team that stands in your way that gets you and keeps you from getting to the point where you want to be in postseason play. And for the Orleans Lady Bulldogs, that has been the Lady Vikings of Bar Reeve the last 2 years in this sectional. But tonight, these four seniors get one more chance to see if they can come on top and punch their ticket to the championship game tomorrow night in this Class A Sectional 62 at Bar Reeve High School. Good evening, everybody. Dave Dedrick along with Bert Pedigo. It's time now for Lady Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3, streaming live on WUME953.com. Ask Alexa to play WUME 953 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ and streaming live on Gold98.7.com. And Bert, for the Lady Bulldogs tonight, they get that opportunity against the team that for the last 2 years won in the semifinal round, last year in the championship game. A year has gone by, and now they hope it's their turn to dispatch Bar Reeve early in this tournament.
Yeah, and I'm sure without a doubt that something was said in the locker room. You know, these are the ones that we want, and you get your chance tonight if you're the Orleans Lady Bulldogs. And, you know, they play every year in the regular season. Orleans beat them back in December, and you get a little bit out of that game just knowing that you can beat them, and they beat them here, I believe. But you know, in sectional play, it's just a different animal, and sometimes it gets to be more of a mental thing than anything, and that's why I think the Orleans team, they need to get off to a good start tonight, especially after the way things went the other night. Just couldn't make shots. They got all kinds of good opportunities, but it just would not go in, and if they can just get a few to fall tonight, get out to a lead, then I think they'll be in pretty good shape.
Orleans advanced to the semifinal round with the win over North Davies on Wednesday night, 38-28. And Lagodi picked up the win over their rival, Lagodi, 47-34 to set up tonight's matchup. When we continue with the Team OC pregame show, Team OC expanding possibilities one child at a time, we'll talk with Bar Reeve head basketball coach Lacey Higgins and Jared Gilbert of Orleans. You're listening to Lady Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
Your high-end electronics and gadgets are only as good as your internet service provider. Stop the frustration of slow and unreliable internet service with a call to Orange County Fiber. Call Orange County Fiber and check out their brand new fiber packages that include lightning-fast upload and download speeds for households that stream, game, and surf the internet. Call Orange County Fiber and see the difference fiber can make in your daily life or your business operation. Phone OC Fiber at 812-865-2229. Orange County Fiber, bringing high-speed internet to your community.
As we continue with the Team OC pregame show, head coach Lacey Higgins of Bar Reeve joins us now, getting her Lady Vikings ready to match up with the Lady Bulldogs of Orleans, and we'll get into that matchup in just a bit. But, Coach, like Orleans, you already got one game under your belt, and you picked up a win earlier this week against Lagodi.
Yeah, and, you know, when Bar Reeve and Lagodi get together, the crowd's going to be in it. It was loud in here, and you never know what to expect. The better team doesn't always win. The better team on paper doesn't always win because they're going to battle each other out when you're 7 miles apart, and every sport you play is like that. You know, we knew we had our hands full, and Lagodi did. They outplayed us in the first half, had that 2-point lead, and luckily we had a huge third quarter. I think we went on an 18-4 run and got that separation and was able to coast out from there. But when you don't make shots, that happens, so just glad that we could get the win, even though we didn't make a lot of shots. I think we shot 29% from the field or 28%, something like that. So, rough shooting night, but a win's a win at this point in time.
I was going to say, yeah, these games just got to find a way to win.
Yes, that's what my old high school coach always say. You just take the W, survive, and advance.
Coach, your matchup with Orleans tonight, second time around. What do you remember about your first matchup with this Bulldog team?
Well, it was a little different this year. Usually we play that first game of the year with them, and then we separate ourselves, and we usually don't even see each other because we're playing totally different teams, so we're not exchanging films a lot. This year we had to move that game because of our success in the volleyball program. We had to move our first game back. So it was a couple weeks later, first week in December. It was Saturday afternoon, which was weird. Our boys played at Orleans that night. I was giving Jared a hard time that since he beat us, I was hoping that his son lost that night to get it back. Of course, just joking. But I remember we got down 10 a couple times, and we fought ourselves back to make it a game. I remember being down 2, and Josie Neff had gotten a steal and went against Callie, and she pushed off for offensive foul. And then after that, it kind of fell apart the last 3 or 4 minutes. And then we lost by 6. So I remember it being competitive, non-competitive, competitive again. I believe that first quarter was 11-9, so battle. But one of those things where the ball just didn't bounce our way when it needed to.
But, Coach, how is your team? Is it any different than the first matchup?
Some personnel, which is kind of funny. Shelby Dobson hit 3 threes. She's our freshman. She's been in and out of the starting lineup just depending on matchups. Kaden Spurge is a sophomore that hadn't made the turn really that early in the year, and she's really came on strong for us towards the end of this year. So that's been great for us because we've needed that extra post and not relying so much heavily on Hannah like we have the last 4 years. So, I mean, they're both going to play lots of minutes, but other than that, everything's pretty much the same.
Well, what about this rematch tonight?
Well, we're going to have our hands full. When you have a senior-led team that Orleans does, and then you add Callie and Ralph, like the 2 key pieces there too, they won it. I mean, I'm not dumb. They won our heads. The last 2 years we've knocked them out in different situations of a sectional. So I know they won it. Those seniors have worked their butts off. They're 4 hard-working seniors before the start. So we're going to have our hands full. We know that. We're hoping we can make shots and keep up our defensive pressure on them. I feel like they had trouble scoring it in the North Davis game, but their defense and pressure just causes so much chaos and confusion that they just get so many easy baskets off of that. So, like I said, we know we have our hands full tonight.
So I'm going to ask you defensively, what do you plan on doing tonight against this Bulldog team?
We'll go back and forth from man to zone. I didn't think our man the first game was that bad. I feel like you can you want to pressure them without them beating you because they do have the speed at the guard position with Callie. So, it's kind of a hard mix because you want to pressure the guards, but you also don't want to get beat for Callie to have some runaway layups. So we'll mix it up. We have played mostly man throughout the year. Our WRV and our Shackamack game, we surprised everyone and played a little zone and came out big on those 2 wins. So we'll keep everything in our back pocket, but probably mostly man.
Will you press a pressing team tonight?
That's what we're talking about. I think we will press, but not over-press, if that makes sense. Like, press to know. And I know they're not deep compared to maybe in the past. He's comfortable with 6 kids, and that 7th one gets in some too, and I know they've had an injury with their other senior. So you want to wear them down, but you don't want, like I said, you don't want to press a pressing team that gets up and down the floor so fast.
If you get in a half-court game, Coach, offensively, what will you do there?
Hopefully make shots. I keep joking around, but when you watch that WRV Orleans games, I mean, that's what WRV did. They make shots. Like, they did not miss very often, and that's how you have to upset a team that's better than you. So hoping we can make some shots because we're going to get them because they play so aggressively. If you can get past out of that trap and out of that pressure, people are open. So it's just the key of making shots, and I feel like rebounding. If we attack the boards and get some offensive rebounds, our guards are pretty big. So if we can get some offensive rebounds, that would be huge too.
What's your message to your team as you send them out on the court tonight?
Well, what we did last year was pretty amazing. So I don't want them overthinking things too. You just have to go out there and play hard, and kind of how the ball bounces is how it goes. And we knew that, Orleans knows that last year. Ball didn't bounce their way at times, and we were able to upset them. So anything can happen, and these girls know it. When you're part of that from last year, anything can happen. So just keep believing and doing what we can do, and we'll see what happens.
Line up for your ball club tonight?
We'll go with senior Hannah Bledsoe in the middle, and then we'll go with Olivia Emmons, another senior, and then we'll go with a junior guard, Josie Knapp, a sophomore guard, Peyton Parsons, and a sophomore forward, Cadence Birch.
And then off the bench for you?
Off the bench, Shelby Dobson will get time, Madison Wagler will get time, and Lily Lotus.
Everybody healthy, ready to go?
We are. We have a lot of sickness going around in our elementary school, but luckily the high school hasn't been hit, so we are 100% right now.
Coach Higgins, as always, thank you for the time and the talk. You and your ball club have a good game tonight.
Thank you so much, and good luck.
Head coach Lacey Higgins of Bar Reeves, stay tuned. You're listening to Lady Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ.
Looking to make a difference? Team OC's Youth Mentoring Program is here to help kids in Orange County reach their full potential. Our mission, to expand child's possibilities through a community-wide mentoring program for kids 7 to 17. We provide support, guidance, and a caring adult to lean on. You can be a part of their journey. Become a mentor or make a donation. Join us at 262 West Court Street, Paoli, or visit teamocmentoring.org. Questions? Call Executive Director Priscilla Woodrum at 812-653-0288. Team OC, expanding possibilities one child at a time.
Inflation and other economic factors can keep you from getting the best results from your investments. Raymond James financial advisor Jamie Sullivan may be able to help you find ways to stay ahead of inflation, save money on your taxes, and prepare for retirement. Call Jamie Sullivan at 812-849-2670, located in Mitchell, for an appointment. Raymond James and Associates, Incorporated. Member of the New York Stock Exchange, SIPC, Life Well Planned.
As we roll on with the Team OC pregame show, head coach Jared Gilbert of Orleans joins us now as Lady Dogs ready to square off against Bar Reeve in this second game on this quarterfinal night. We'll get into that matchup in just a few minutes. Coach Stoll already took care of one opponent, that being North Davies the other night. Maybe not the Bulldogs' best ball game, but it was a win.
Yeah, it was. You know, it was. You could tell. I think the girls may have been a little nervous coming out of that first game of a sectional, and you know, we maybe took some quick shots early. We were, I thought, relying maybe too heavily on outside shots instead of attacking the basket there early on, and those shots didn't fall. And you know, sometimes when you see the ball just continue to miss, and it kind of unfortunately goes to everybody seems to follow suit sometimes, and that's when you got to find other ways to score. And I thought we finally did that, but it definitely wasn't the best start. You know, defensively was good, kept us in the game, you know, there until we finally got going there in the second half.
I was going to say that solid defense was the key again for you. Like they always say, defense travels.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know, that's going to be the key, I think, you know, throughout, and it definitely was that night. You know, they were struggling to score there too, so we you know weren't like we were falling behind because of it. We just needed to continue to battle on the defensive end until we got going there, and but I thought we did a really nice job of turning them over. We just didn't really convert on many of those turnovers like we want to. So hopefully, you know, moving forward here, we can do that a little more tonight.
Jared, tonight at a familiar opponent in Bar Reeve. You've already played them once this season. What do you think about that first game? Would you go back and look at? What did you learn from that first game?
Yeah, I mean, it really, I thought, you know, what we've seen from the first time we played them to this time is their personnel's similar, but they've changed a few things with who they're playing. You know, some of their younger kids are playing a little more. You know, they got some shooters. Obviously, they go through Bledsoe in the middle like they have the last couple of years. It's definitely starting with her. They try to go through her, and then they got perimeter shooters. They got a couple guards that can cause problems driving to the basket, but they definitely, I think the key, when we talked about over and over yesterday at practice, was we got to keep Bledsoe off the board. She's such a great offensive rebounder. We can't let her get that second look. A lot of times she'll miss the first one, but then she's such good at going and getting it. We got to keep her off the glass, and we got to cover the shooters and rebound it. But, you know, and I think we got to attack them. You know, we got to attack on the defensive end and the offensive end. We got to play aggressive. I mean, we feel like we did a nice job the first time of turning them over, but we didn't convert on some of those. I think we got to play fast. We don't want them to dictate the tempo. We got to play at our tempo, and if we do that, hurry them up a little bit, hopefully we can create some turnovers.
So they ask you, what was your defensive game plan for tonight?
Well, we'll get after him, full court and trap him in the half court. I think we'll try to create as much havoc as possible, make them make decisions, and hopefully be flying all over the place, on the defensive end, creating turnovers is what we want to do. And then on the offensive end, I think we got to take advantage if they're man-to-man on mismatches of getting to the basket, getting Callie the ball in situations where she can go by people, and then take advantage of, some of our high-low stuff. When Chelsea comes in the game, her and Callie can work there in the post, and Savannah can kind of stretch the floor if Bledsoe comes out and guards her. So we have an idea of how we want to attack, and hopefully we're able to do that. But they're a tough team to score against, so we'll have to be patient and take good shots. And if we can do that, hopefully we'll be there at the end with a chance to win.
Coach, we didn't talk about it. We'll be reviewing your game earlier against North Davies, but the fact you struggled to shoot, but you kind of offset that by getting to the free throw line. How key will that be tonight?
Yeah, definitely. Always a thing that we want to do is get to the foul line. We want to attack, inside first, and usually if you're doing that, you're going to go to the foul line some, and we got to be smart of who we attack. I don't think we can attack Bledsoe a lot because she's such a good shot blocker, but I think the other players we do have to attack the basket on and try to, even if Bledsoe comes over and help, be able to pass around her and go up, strong with it. But I think that's the key is getting some easy ones early, taking the ball to the basket, shoot some free throws, getting comfortable with the situation and not just come out, firing up threes here early on. We want to attack and see that ball go down, and usually that calms some of your nerves and kind of settle in a little bit.
Head coach Jared Gilbert of Orleans. Stay tuned. You're listening to Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WFEZ.
For over 40 years, families in Orange and surrounding counties have relied on the professionalism of Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli in their time of need. Melvin Dillman established this high standard of dignity and care that remains today under the direction of Tim Scott, family, and staff. Call 812-723-2276 to set up a pre-need appointment, and the staff at Dillman Scott will be happy to discuss all of your options. Southern Indiana's gold standard of care. Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli.
As we wrap up the Team OC pregame show, Team OC expanding possibilities one child at a time. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup, brought to you by the Super Burger Restaurant, home of the best dressed burgers in town on West Main Street in Paoli. And with a look at the lineups, here's Bert Pedigo.
First off, for the Lady Bulldogs of Orleans and Coach Jared Gilbert, they enter tonight's play ranked at number 7 in Class A. 17 wins, 5 losses on the season. They will start this way across the front line with Callie Alston, Miley Knight, and Savannah Russell. Alston, 5'11", a junior, averaging a team best 13.7 per game. Knight, 5'8", a senior, averaging 8.7, and Russell, 5'11", and a senior, averaging 4.2. The backcourt, that will consist of Adrian Abel and Cambry Klein. Abel, 5'6", a senior, averaging 6.4. Klein is 5'5", and a senior. She averages 6.3. For the Lady Vikings of Bar Reeve and Coach Lacey Higgins, they enter tonight's game with a 14-8 overall record. They will start this way across the front line with Hannah Bledsoe, Peyton Parsons, and Cadence Birch. Bledsoe, 6'1", a senior, averaging a team best 13.3. Parsons, 5'8", a sophomore, she averages 5.7. And Birch at 5'8", and a sophomore, she averages 3.7. In the backcourt, that'll be Olivia Evans and Josie Neff. Evans is 5'6", and a senior, averaging 6.8 points per ball game. Neff is 5'7", and a junior. She averages 5.7. Offensively for Orleans, they scored at 49 per game. Excellent on the defensive side, giving up just 32.9. Offensively for Bar Reeve, they scored at 46 per game, and they give up 37 on the defensive side. As far as shooting percentages, Bar Reeve just a little bit better on their two-point field goals. Orleans a little bit better on their three-point shots. And free throws, if they come into play, that has been an Achilles heel for Orleans this year, shooting just 54% on the year, whereas Bar Reeve shoots it at 68. Your starting lineups tonight, they've been brought to you by the Super Burger Restaurant on West Main Street in Paoli, home of the best dressed burgers in town. The Orleans Lady Bulldogs, they are actually going to be on the home side of the scoreboard tonight, wearing the white, trimmed in the red and the black. And as far as Bar Riva is concerned, they are in the blacks, trimmed in white. And Dave Dedrick will take us through Game 2 tonight at Bar Riva.
Well, these two teams, of course, all-time tournament series, tied at 2. Orleans won the first 2. Bar Riva, the last 2. We'll see who takes this rubber game match number 5 as Alston, along with Bledsoe, ready to get things started at the Ship tonight at Bar Riva High School. Great crowd on hand for both schools here tonight. Cap controlled, and the Dogs will get it first on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Bar Riva opens up in the man-to-man, swinging on the right side. Able to Callie Alston quickly to the corner, faking, driving baseline. Klein puts up a short corner jumper up and good. Cambry Klein from the left side. Rams are up 2-0, the Bulldogs are up 2-0. Here's a steal in the backcourt. Knight got a hand on it, picked off by the Dogs. See if they can score. Abel to the right elbow, and as she tried to make a move around the defender, whistle and a foul going to be called on Bar Riva.
And that foul is going to go on Peyton Parsons, 31 in black. That'll be her first and team first. Pressure for Orleans already paying off.
Abel to the right of the basket on the baseline against the man-to-man. Looks for cutters. Has to lob it way out high to Knight to the spike line. Miley with the dribble. Back over to Abel on the right wing. Trying to post up Russell down low. Pass it behind one offensive player, but luckily Alston is there. She crosses over, dribbles in down the left side. Ball goes off her leg out of bounds. And the Dogs turn it right back over to Bar Riva.
Little disjointed on that particular offensive set. Orleans nearly threw it away once, and then with a deflection off of their leg, lost it.
There's Alston with a steal on the inbounds play, and once again, that length out front, and see if the Dogs can capitalize. Right side Klein with the basketball, swing it right side on the wing. Reverse down the lane is Abel. Stopped at the free throw line, needs some help. Going to shovel it out to Alston at the top of the key. Alston looking to set up the half-court offense for Orleans. Posting up Russell, can't get it to her. Swing it left side to Abel to Knight. Knight on the wing will reverse it right side with the dribble. Bounce pass goes over to Abel. Abel working out front, guarded there closely by Nepp. Takes it off the dribble into the corner, steps through a double team, and then she got caught up. And she thought she got fouled, but the official said she walked instead.
A little bit of contact. The officials let that go at least early in the ball game. We'll see if we get that whistle consistently.
Bar Riva yet to get it across the timeline here on their third possession in the backcourt. Neff has it. She's dribbling into a double team. 10-second count on. Emmett has it right side. Fires it down court to Bledsoe at the high post. Faces the basket. Nowhere to go. To Emmett quickly around the perimeter to Neff. Neff between the circles with the dribble. Dogs stay in their 1-2-2 zone. Out high on the point. Alston just putting on a lot of pressure. To the right of the key, dump it down low to Bledsoe, kick it out in the corner. Emmett's three right side, way off the mark, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Bulldogs basketball.
Bar Riva is going to get any open shots against that zone. It's a 1-3-1. It's going to be those corner jumpers or maybe high on the wing. That time got it open, just didn't knock it down.
Bar Riva with some token man-to-man pressure. Klein gives it up to Abel, and she'll bring it across the 10-second line. 6:17 to go in the first quarter. Dogs are up by a score of 2-0. This is the second semifinal round game. Vincennes, where they easily took care of Shoals in the first game, 53-15. Out front, ball tipped away from Abel, but Alston right there as always to come up with it. Reach in there by Net, no foul call. Alston bobbled it, got it back. Orleans fans not happy that no call was made, and the Dogs reset it into half court. Russell post up low down, right side, puts a shot up off the glass. It would not go. Foul going to be called, and this one will go against Birch of Bar Riva.
That foul on Candace Birch, that's going to be her first and team second. They're letting a lot of physical play go, especially as far as the defense is concerned.
Savannah Russell, first free throw is no good, shooting into the strong Bar Riva cheer block. Pep Club right underneath the basket for Orleans on this end of the court in the first half. Russell, 48% free throw shooter. Second one is up, in and out, no good. And the rebound is cleared off by Neff. She'll bring it up with the dribble. Give it off to Emmons to the left of the key. Back to Neff against the 1-3-1. Bounce pass to Emmons into the corner. Three from Parsons left side. Back of the rim, no good. All Dogs underneath. Miley Knight comes out of there with the rebound. Quickly up court. Abel looks to run it, gets it into the offensive end, and will slow it down. She'll pull it back out against the man-to-man. Orleans up by 2-0. Set a screen. Abel crosses over. Give it to Klein. Klein down low. Abel got behind her defender. Bobbled it. Back out to Russell. Fakes at the elbow. drives all the way in, wide open layup, and good for Savannah Russell. Her first two of the night. Orleans up 4-0. Again, the diamond press, full court, left side with it. Knapp across the timeline, gets it into the front court, and they're very aggressive. It's Sambry Klein to just get a finger on it, and then it goes off the foot of Knapp out of bounds. That's turnover number 3 on Bar Reed.
That's half the reason why it's important for Orleans to just make some shots tonight. The more often you're scoring on this end, the more often you can put that press on and keep it on even into the front court.
Orleans goes to a 1-4 set. Now they'll go to the double high post. Abel swing it to the left high post. Walston looking for cutters. Callie with the dribble. Fired out front to Klein. Tonight loads up 3, right wing. Back of the rim, no good. Ball loose on the floor. Bledsoe can't hold on to it as a couple of the Bar Reed players knocked it away from each other.
Aggressive to get to it, but somebody's got to let them know. Same team.
4-0. Orleans on top in the basketball. Abel to the left of the bucket, into Russell. Russell looking, used up the dribble, down to the low post. Callie Austin backs in, couldn't get a shot off. Fired out front to Klein to Abel. Here's Russell posting up low side right. Her shot is too hard, no good. And then Bledsoe going after the rebound along with Callie Austin. Both are wearing 14, but I got an idea it goes on the Orleans 14.
Yes, it does. Austin just over the back, gave her a little push. That's her first and team first.
Full court pressure in the middle with it. Parsons across the timeline, down the left side, crosses over, gets in the lane, throws up a wild running shot, going to be short, no good. Bledsoe tried to save it and does inbounds, but it comes right back in tonight. Quickly up to Abel. Abel tonight, top of the key, left side to Klein, all alone. 3 on the way, high arcing shot, no good. Deep rebound pulled down by Emmons. Emmons will bring it up with the dribble, pushes it up right side to Knapp. Knapp cut off in the corner through the double team, back to Emmons. Her 3, right of the key up, front of the rim, short, no good. Fighting for the rebound, though, down low, as Klein able to take it away from a couple of Bar Reed players. The Bulldogs want to be aggressive, and so far they are in the defensive end. Out high, Knight with the basketball, used up the dribble, give it off to Abel. Abel with the dribble all the way down the lane, straight to the hoop, splits 2 defenders, shot would not go. Bledsoe has the rebound for Bar Reed. 3:35 and counting, first quarter of play. Sullivan Financial Consulting, a Raymond James scoreboard, Orleans on top. Here's a long 3 out of the right corner. It is no good that time by Parsons. Rebound, though, by Emmons. Her second shot is no good, as Bar Reed really having a tough time getting the shot to go. Knight right down there and a couple of defenders trying to grab that rebound. She did. Jump ball called. Coach Gilbert tried to get a timeout. Luckily, though, the arrow is in favor of Orleans.
A substitution for Orleans. Chelsea Ralph will see her first action of the night.
Checking in, 22, Shelby Dobson for Bar Reed. Emmons lob it into the middle of the net, back out to Dobson. Dobson down the lane, puts up a 15-footer, up and good. Right off the bench, Dobson makes her presence known, coming in, averaging over 6 points a ball game. Makes it a 4-2 game in favor of the Dogs with 3:05 to go. Bar Reed stays in their half-court man-to-man. Abel across the timeline very deliberately, gives it off to Austin on the right wing. Callie give it off to Knight between the circles. Bounce pass comes to Klein. High post to Ralph. Ralph looking down low in the lane, spinning toward the left sideline, up and good as Callie Austin off the glass, her first 2. Lead back up to 4 at 6-2. Full court pressure again. Ball gets into the middle. Neff has it. Yet to get it across the timeline. Ball deflected a couple of times. Finally, Dobson has it. She's going to pull up a 15-footer left wing, no good. As Knight, again, a good strong rebound for the Dogs. Miley will bring it up with the dribble. Gets it to the volleyball spike line. Down the lane goes Klein, has the ball tipped away, loose scramble for it, and coming out of there with it is Klein. Back to Knight, 3, top of the key is good. Knight knocked down that jumper, and Coach Lacey Higgins has to take a timeout as the Dogs lead it by 7, 9-2, with 2:18 to go in the first quarter of play. You're listening to Lady Bulldogs basketball, a mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WFEZ.
Invest where it matters most, in the people and the potential of Orange County. Over the last decade, through the power of giving, the Orange County Community Foundation has helped thousands achieve their dreams, distributing numerous dollars in scholarships and grants from endowed funds. And we're just getting started. Scholarship applications will open soon. giving Orange County students the chance to unlock new opportunities, realize their full potential, and leave their mark on the world. Plus, be on the lookout for details on our unrestricted grants program, empowering local nonprofits to continue their philanthropic work and address the most pressing needs in our community. In 2024 alone, this grant cycle poured over $85,000 into our community, supporting many programs. Looking to make a lasting difference? Start a fund with us today and create a legacy that grows year after year. Call us at 812-723-4150 because your generosity shapes tomorrow. Together, we're building a better community. One scholarship, one grant, one legacy at a time.
Bar Reeve beats the press. That shot no good. Rebound Orleans. It quickly Klein comes down, cranks one up from the outside. It comes up short, no good. And Bar Reeve quickly tries to get into transition the other way. Get it into the half court. Working on the left wing is Neff. Cross court to Emmett. Her three from the right wing. High arcing shot is bottom of the net. Olivia Emmett's first three of the night makes it now a 9-5 ball game in favor of Orleans with 90 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. Semi-final round action, sectional 62 at Bar Reeve High School. Pass deflected, but Alston able to come down with it on the right wing tonight. Top of the key to Fine down the lane. Alston drives left side. Her shot blocked out of there by Bledsoe. She comes down with the rebound. Give it off quickly to Dobson. Left side. Neff dribbles into the corner. She's in the double team. Back to Dobson. Swing it right side to Emmons. Another three on the way, and it's good again. Emmons has hit two in a row. She's got 6. And all of a sudden, Bar Reeve out of that timeout, got things settled down, and it's a 9-8 ball game in favor of the Bulldogs. Ralph high on the right wing for Orleans, pushing that offense out a little bit higher. Ralph with the left-handed dribble down below the free throw line, couldn't turn. Backdoor cut, she's got Alston driving right side, lays it up and in. 4 for Kelly. Nice assist by Ralph. 11-8 Orleans. Diamond press on, quickly Dobson across the timeline, fire it left side. Birch had to go up high then when she went up with a shot. She is fouled as Chelsea Ralph was the last line of defense for the Dogs at the rim.
And Ralph will pick up that foul. That's going to be her first and team's second. Good timeout taken by Bar Reeve. They come right out, knock down a couple of threes, and they're right back in it.
At the free throw line for the Bar Reeve Vikings. Shot no good. Up there by Cadence Birch. 5'8" and a sophomore, 79% free throw shooter. In fact, the best free throw shooter on this team. Missed that first one. Substitution getting ready to enter will be Lily Lotus. Second free throw is up, and it is good. Her first point of the night. Lotus comes in, another 5'8" sophomore. Again, this is a underclassmen team here for Bar Reeve. Just a couple of seniors that play any significant minutes. 2-point game, full court pressure by the Vikings. Fine gets it in the backcourt for the Dogs. We'll bring it up across the timeline with the dribble. Gets it to the spike line with 20 seconds to go. Dogs spread it out, setting it up in their man-to-man offense. Out high, left side, Knight. Already hit one big three for Orleans. Hands it off to Austin. Callie with the basketball. Lotus all over her near the center circle. Callie spins, goes down the lane all the way to the basket. Shot blocked out of there, and the rebound coming out of there is Bledsoe. Dogs wanted a foul. Orleans, their defense comes up with a steal near midcourt, and we get a foul before the horn sounds, and the official will call a holding foul. This one will go on Bar Reeve, I believe, on Parsons, number 31, as time expires here at the first quarter. At the end of one on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard, Orleans 11, Bar Reeve 9. You're listening to Lady Dogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ.
Hi, this is John Bender. Since 1931, Bender Lumber has been providing superior service along with quality, innovative building products at fair, competitive prices. In communities throughout southern Indiana, our locations are the primary supplier to residential builders, professional remodelers, as well as do-it-yourselfers who rely on our knowledgeable sales staff to do whatever it takes to proudly serve them and to get the job done. So here's to the first 90 years of local people serving local needs at Bender Lumber.
Kirby Hardware has been helping the residents of Orleans keep their homes and farms running smoothly since 1953. Kirby Hardware carries a full line of GE appliances, hardware items, household items, lawn and garden supplies, paint, and a full line of plumbing, all with the knowledge to get you what you need to do the job right the first time. Kirby Hardware open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. and Saturday, 7 till 2. Phone them at 812-865-2510. Kirby Hardware at 206 East Jefferson Street.
Dogs get it first to start this second quarter and a 2-point lead. Dogs run a weave out front with the man-to-man defense put up by the Vikings. Knight comes left side to Klein, looking down low to Ralph. Can't get it to her. Back out to Knight. Knight to the right of the key, swing it to Ralph. Fakes left, goes right into the lane. Pull up 14-footer right in front of the rim, up and good. Chelsea Ralph, her first 2 off the bench. Lead back up to 4. Reed quickly into the offensive end. Dobson starting this quarter along with Emmons, Bledsoe, Neff in there, and it'll be Birch, the 5-4, Coach Higgins. Dogs staying there, 1-3-1, half-court trap. Down on the baseline, Neff's pass gets through a couple of defenders. Shot up by Birch is wild, no good. Mad scramble for the ball. Players all over the floor, and finally a jump ball going to be called. Coach Gilbert can't believe a foul wasn't called, but his player got knocked to the floor.
Well, these officials made it clear early they're going to let a lot, and I mean a lot of contact go, and they did it again there. Shooting percentages through 1. Orleans 42%, 5 of 12. Bar Reeve through of 11 for 27%.
Pass deflected out front by Abel and picked off by Ralph. Turnover number 5 against the Vikings. Chelsea will bring it up with the dribble across the timeline for the Dogs. Sets it up against the Bar Reeve man-to-man. Abel fires it down low to Klein. Quick catch and shot in the lane is no good, and the rebound cleared off by the Vikings. Quickly, Neff will bring it up with the dribble. She'll hit the trailer Emmons, who had 2 big threes. The best offense that Bar Reeve had in that first quarter of play. Dogs back to their trapping half-court 1-3-1, and there it is, knocked away and nearly stolen by Klein. Klein got a hand on it, but just was so close to the sideline, tried to tiptoe, but ran out of room.
Should have started tracking deflections at the beginning of the ball game because Orleans has had more than a handful already.
Dogs get in their half-court trap into the high post, kick it out. Dobson's long 3, left side, back of the rim, no good. Deep rebound. Cleaned off. Abel on the run out with the dribble. Doesn't have numbers. Takes it anyway. Euro step between 2 defenders. First shot no good. Knight comes in to try and knock it away. And she does, but she couldn't get a handle on it before it goes out of bounds. It'll be Bar Reeve basketball.
Abel that time just put her head down. She was going to the bucket. Bar Reeve, to their credit, they got back with numbers and made that shot really difficult.
The Dogs call off the full court pressure. Stay in their half-court trap. Between the circles, Dobson around to Neff. Neff to the left of the key to Dobson. Dobson dribbles into the high post. Ball tipped away. Got it back out to Emmons. 3 left side. Going to be short, no good. And Knight the rebound for Orleans. She'll bring it up with the dribble. Quickly across the timeline. Stops top of the key. Her pass deflected and stolen by Neff. Neff will let traffic clear. 3rd turnover of the night for Orleans. Work it right side to Emmons. Trying to post up Bledsoe has been quiet here in this first half. Down the lane, a runner up by Neff from the free throw line, no good. Gets her own rebound, dribbles left side, put it back up and in with the left hand. Neff's first 2, 13-11 with 5:35 to go in this first half of play on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Klein with the basketball, or make them rather able at the top of the key, working. Bounce pass goes to Alston on the right side. Back out to Knight. Swing it quickly left side to Klein. Looks for cutters down low. Instead, passes out front to Ralph. Ralph, her skip pass is going to be deflected out of bounds, trying to find Miley Knight in that right corner.
Substitution for Orleans. Russell's going to check in, and Klein will go to the bench. That'll get Orleans to about their biggest possible lineup.
Checking back in as well, Orleans has the ball underneath. With it is Alston, bobbled it, got it back, swing it over to Knight on the left side. Knight with the dribble, and they're going to reach in. Foul going to be called out high. That time, Josie Neff a little bit too close for comfort.
That foul on Neff was her first and team first. Also coming in for Bar Reeve at that last time out was 10, Madison Wagler.
She's 5'4" and a junior, averages less than a point per ball game. Knight along the sideline, got to get it in. 5-second count on. Finally finds Abel to the left of the key. Back out front to Russell. Russell to Knight, working against the man-to-man. Knight with the head and shoulders fakes, puts it on the deck, pulls it out with the dribble. Working out front, give it off to Russell between the circles. Russell with the dribble, looks down low to Ralph, posting up, turns into the lane. Little fadeaway shot from 5 feet, no good, but contact. And Josie Neff just could not body up and stop Ralph from getting into the 3-second area.
And that foul is going to go on Bar Reeve, will result in free throws for Orleans. Looks like Josie Neff has picked up another one in a hurry.
Free throw by Ralph is no good. Chelsea coming in, just hitting 46% at the line. Lily Lotus, 5'8" sophomore, so a little bit of action in the first quarter comes in as Neff, the junior, will take a seat on the bench with those 2 fouls. 4:49 to go in the first half. Second one by Ralph is up and good. She's got 3 on the night, and that's the lead for Orleans at 14-11. Dogs again call off the full court pressure. Will stay in their half-court trap. Right side, Bledsoe comes out on the court, shovels it off to Emmons quickly around the perimeter. Pass intended from Wagler to Lotus, but it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Abel, and it'll be Bar Reeve basketball.
Another deflection. Bar Reeve they were just kind of casual that time, like, okay, we're used to this, but then Orleans gets a deflection, letting them know, no, you haven't gotten used to it yet.
Dogs not letting him breathe. Into the center of the lane, kick it out. Here's Bledsoe, 15-footer right baseline, no good. Austin the deep rebound on the run out. One defender to beat. Drives in on Bledsoe, puts it up and good as Austin goes coast to coast for her 6 points. The lead back up to 5 for Orleans with 4:15 to go in the first half. Out front, Emmons lob it into the corner to Bledsoe. Bledsoe lob it down low in the lane. Her pass goes off the fingertips of Birch and picked out of there by Abel. Looks up for it. Adrian doesn't have numbers. We'll slow it up to Ralph. Ralph on the left wing takes it with the dribble, cuts down the lane. Little scoop shot on the run is too hard, no good. Russell with the offensive rebound on the left side, lays it up and in. Savannah Russell with 4. The Dogs back up to a 7-point advantage at 18-11. 3:45 and counting. Lotus on the right side there as the ball tipped away out of bounds. Once again, that relentless half-court pressure giving Bar Reeve all kinds of fits.
Substitution for Bar Reeve. Dobson will re-enter the lineup. And she, first time off the bench, was instant offense. They'll inbound right to her.
With the 2 big girls out front, it's tough on the top of that zone. There's another deflection out of bounds. And I say that, it's the smallest player, Abel, that gets her hand on with her quickness.
Yeah, she's kind of pesky out there, getting in the passing lanes, making it difficult for Bar Reeve to do even the simplest of things.
On the baseline, get it in. Emmons, 1 dribble, fires up a long 2. High arcing shot is good. Olivia Emmons with 8 points. It's the Bar Reeve Vikings back on the scoreboard at the 3:33 mark, 18-13. As Abel rushes it up the court as Coach Gilbert says, get it up in there, get that 10-second count off, girl. Give it off to Austin to the left of the key. Austin picks up the dribble, trying to post up Ralph down low. A nice job by Bar Reeve to clog up the lane. Russell, though, gets it. She drives into a double team, fakes. The double team goes away, put up the shot, no good. Ball tipped around, it's still loose. Knight right down there for Orleans, fighting for it one more time. As the Dogs tried again to get a timeout, but don't think they were going to give it anyway with Molly really not having quite complete control of the ball.
Well, either way, Orleans was going to get the alternating possession, so just go ahead and save the timeout this time.
Klein in, Russell out, into the corner. Knight has it on the left side, out to Chelsea Ralph. Ralph to the left of the key, crosses over, gets down the lane, put a shot up, lost her balance, no good. Rebound pulled down by Emmons. Emmons will bring it across the timeline, goes quickly on the left side to Wagler. Post up down low, here's Bledsoe. Her shot partially blocked by Knight, comes up short, no good. Ball tipped around, and Klein the rebound for Orleans. Dogs, a nice job of limiting Bar Reeve to one and done. Ralph steps into 3, right wing. Oh, in and out, no good. And the rebound cleared off by Dobson. She heads up for it. Passes it ahead to Emmons on the right side to Dobson. Dobson at the top of the key against the zone. Down low, they get it finally into Bledsoe. She put it up in a double team, got it, counted, and a foul. And that will put Hannah Bledsoe at the free throw line.
That'll be the first 2 for Bledsoe, and that foul's going to be trouble for Orleans because Alston, coming back with the help defense, picks up the foul. That'll be her second and team first.
Kelly got a little foul trouble in the second quarter against North Davies the other night as well, but the Dogs are able to survive. Bledsoe, who averages over 13, gets her first 2 at the 2:25 mark for quarter number 2. Free throw is up. It's off the back of the rim. No good. Tipped around. Coming out of there with the throw is Dobson. Bledsoe's 3, top of the key. It is no good. Emmons going to track down the rebound in the right corner. Her pass in the lane is tipped around and stolen. Miley Knight has it the other way for the Dogs. Stops, fires it left side to Abel. To the trailer. Klein, 3, left of the key. Good. Big momentum swing there for the Dogs to come up with a big shot. 21-15, 5 on the night for Cambry Klein. Emmons has it. Pass it out front to Dobson. Dobson around the defender. Stops. Elbow jumper right side. Front of the rim. Short. No good. Ralph the rebound for the Dogs. Ralph will bring it up with the dribble. And timeout going to be taken by Coach Jared Gilbert. 1:48 to go. Orleans 21, Bar Reeve 15. You're listening to Lady Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ.
Time for a visit to locally owned and operated Orange County Concrete. They have everything you need to get your driveway, walkways, and other landscaping-related needs back in shape. They are a ready-mix concrete company, supplying concrete blocks and masonry supplies, as well as reinforcing steel, river gravel, and for the small jobs, they even sell high-quality bagged concrete mix. Remember, locally owned and operated Orange County Concrete for all of your concrete and masonry needs. Orange County Concrete in Orleans. Phone 812-865-2425.
Cool motorcycle. How'd you afford it?
I got a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union.
That's cool. Why a motorcycle?
I had a sign at work.
And now if you turn to page 3 on your binders, you'll see.
Fund your adventures with a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union. Remodel your home, go on an epic vacation, or get the boat, RV, jet ski, or motorcycle of your dreams. Apply at any Hoosier Hills Service Center. Subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions are subject to change. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 408510.
A minute 48 left in the first half. Orleans, bit of a run here in the second quarter. Bar Reeve had gotten back within 2, but Orleans runs off 5 straight. As a matter of fact, an 8th straight run that gets them out to a decent enough lead, 21-15 right now.
Abel across the timeline gets a screen out high. Give it off to Knight to the left of the key. Looks like Bar Reeve going to go to a 2-3 zone this time down. We'll see if they go through. No, they'll stay in it as Lotus checks back into the ball game. Down low, Ralph posted up right side, spins towards the baseline. Shot went up and good. Foul call, but the official says that foul was on the floor before a shot was taken.
And that foul is going to be trouble for Bar Reeve because they now have 3 starters with 2 apiece. Birch got that one. That is her second, team third.
Both teams really not very deep. About 7 is it. To get beyond that, then things start to really fall off. Ralph got tripped as she tried to cut down the lane. Oh, and that's going to be a huge foul on Bar Reeve.
Now, Birch got caught with the trip. They were leaving her in there, hoping she wouldn't pick another one up. No time off of the clock, and she gets her third and will have to go to the bench, and that is now team foul number 4 whistled against Bar Reeve.
Dobson back in on the baseline. Abel looking for cutters down low. Gives it to Russell. Russell back to Abel. Steps back. 3 out of the right corner off the back of the rim. No good. Emmons tracks down the weak side rebound. They'll let traffic go by as Orleans will pull back now with Sally Alston out of there. Do not go a lot of full court press. Around the perimeter against the zone defense. Into the corner. Lotus has it to Dobson. Quickly over to Wagler to Dobson. They play pitch and catch out front. Dobson with the Wagler, pulls it out right side, dribbles into the arc to Emmons. Emmons has had a big first half for Bar Reeve. Under a minute to go. Dogs lead at 21-15 before halftime. Emmons between the circles with the basketball for Bar Reeve. Looking down low, can't get it to Bledsoe. Finally on the baseline to Wagler, steps through the double team, kick it out. Lotus loads up 3, way off the mark, no good. Didn't even hit the rim that time as pull down Ralph the rebound. If the Dogs want to hold for the final shot of the half, take in nothing worse than a 6-point lead at intermission. Abel pulls it back out. Bar Reeve goes back to their half-court man-to-man defense. 25 seconds and counting. Abel crosses over, gets it between the circles. We'll pull it back out. Orleans gets ready to reset. Coach Gilbert calling out the offensive signals from the bench. Abel working 5-second count on to Knight on the right wing. Knight out to Ralph. Ralph goes left side to Abel. To Knight cutting on the baseline left side. Now pulls it back, put it up in traffic. No good. Rebound pulled down by Bledsoe with 4 seconds to go. Quickly from half court is shot up by Dobson. Oh, off the back of the rim. No good. And that will be the first half of play from the ship at Bar Reeve High School. Second semifinal round game of Class A Sectional 62 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting Raymond James scoreboard. Orleans on top, 21-15. You're listening to Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summer's seamless guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home? Protect it properly. Choose Summers Seamless Gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summers Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
21-15, Dogs on top here at the half as we begin the Whitfield Investments halftime report. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how West can help you stay on track with your goals now and in the future. No ties, no lead changes in this first half of play from Bar Reeve High School. Dogs jumped out to a quick 4-0 lead. Bar Reeve went almost 5 minutes before they were able to finally get their first basket of the game, and that was Dobson coming off the bench at the 3:18 mark. But then Orleans able to reel off 5 straight of their own to make it a 9-5 ball game. But then Emmons drained back-to-back threes to make it 9-8 with 1:06 to go. Orleans able to counter with a bucket by Callie Austin to boost the lead back up to 3. Then coming down 1 out of 2 at the line by Cadence Birch made it 11-9 at the quarter break. The Dogs get the first basket to start that second period of play from Chelsea Ralph to get a 4-point advantage. That was short-lived, though, as a bucket by Neff trimmed it right back to 2 at 13-11. Dogs were then able to call a timeout and went on a 5-0 run again to get the lead out to 18-11. However, Bar Reeve makes their own little run coming back. Emmons able to knock down a 2, and then 1 out of 2 at the line by Bledsoe on a 3-point play opportunity, and the lead was whittled back down to 3 at 18-15 at the 2:25 mark. But then Orleans quickly in transition came right back, got a huge 3 by Cambry Klein to the left of the key, and that made it 21-15 with 2:08 to go. And neither team would score for the rest of the half. And that's where we stand right now, 21-15. Taking a look at the rebounding, Bar Reeve a slight advantage there. Vikings with 16 total rebounds, 3 on the offensive glass, while for Orleans, 12 rebounds and only 1 second chance opportunity. Bar Reeve, boy, they really struggled early on against that diamond press for the Bulldogs. In fact, they took them 3 possessions just to get it across the timeline. Finally, they were able to figure things out as they had 3 quick turnovers. They end up those 7 for the half, finally cleaned up their game a little bit. Dogs have been playing a very good floor game here in the first 2 quarters of play. They only have 3 miscues on their side of the stat sheet. We're at the half, 21-15. When we continue with the Whitfield Investments halftime report, we'll take a look at the team and individual stats. You're listening to Lady Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ.
Hey, you! Yes, you! Hear that? Adventure is calling your name. Are you ready to answer? At Springs Valley Bank and Trust, we're here to guide you on your financial journey. From checking and savings accounts tailored to your needs to personalized investment strategies, Springs Valley has the fuel for your future. Need a loan? We've got competitive rates and flexible options to make those big life moments a reality. Stop by a Springs Valley Banking Center and let's start planning today for tomorrow's adventures. Adventure awaits. Let Springs Valley guide the way. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Get ready for a taste explosion at the Super Burger in Paoli, home of the Triple Nuke, the burger that takes flavor to a whole new level. But that's not all. They now proudly claim the title of second best burger in Indiana. Sizzle into satisfaction with their mouth-watering patties made with locally raised 90% lean grass-fed beef with fresh ingredients that'll leave your taste buds begging for more. The Super Burger, where every bite is a journey of culinary delight. Swing by today and discover why they are the talk of the town. The Super Burger, West Main Street in Paoli, where the Triple Nuke reigns supreme and the taste is legendary.
Well, we are at the half, and as the Whitfield Investments halftime report continues, we're ready to take a look at some of the individual and team stats from first half action. A first half which finds the Lady Bulldogs of Orleans leading the Lady Vikings of Bar Reeve 21-15. Looking at shooting stats from first half action, Orleans shoots it at 37% overall. They were 9 out of 24. 5 of 12 in the first quarter, 4 out of 12 in the second. Included in that 9 of 24 overall figure is 2 of 7 3-point shooting for Orleans, 29% there. They were 1 of 4 in the first and 1 of 3 in the second. Orleans has left a few points at the free throw line, making just 1 out of 4 so far for 25%. For Bar Reeve, they shoot it at just 25% overall, 6 of 24. They were 3 of 11 to start and then 3 out of 13 in the second quarter of play. Included in that 6 of 24 overall figure is a 2 of 11 3-point shooting for the Lady Vikings, just 18%. They, like Orleans, left some points at the free throw line as they made just 1 out of 3 in that first half of play. Now we are at the half, and when the Whitfield Investments halftime report continues, we'll be taking a look at individual scoring from first half action. You're listening to Lady Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ.
Riley Oil is pleased to announce they are once again pumping gas for their valued customers after the 2023 tornado outbreak at their Paoli location. The Riley family invites you to stop in and fill up with quality Marathon gasoline and diesel. Stop in and check out the facility, grab a cold drink and a Hoosier Lottery ticket. Be sure to visit their other 2 locations in Orleans and Hardinsburg and grab a snack, drink, or something cooked fresh from their grab-and-go hot bar. Riley's Marathon offers after-hours pay at the pump for your convenience. Visit them off the east side of the Paoli Square in Orleans and Hardinsburg.
Orange County REMC offers security systems for your home. Home security systems are available to members and non-members and will provide protection from fire, carbon monoxide, and theft. These systems are continuously monitored, so you will have a peace of mind whether you are at home, work, or vacation. You might even qualify for a discount on your homeowner's premium. Install a security system for as low as $299 with monitoring, starting at $29.95 per month with bundle. For more information on these home services, call Orange County REMC at 812-865-2229.
Well, we're at the half, and right now, Lady Bulldogs of Orleans out in front by a score of 21-15 over Bar Reeve. Looking at individual scoring from first half action, a very balanced attack for the Lady Bulldogs as Callie Austin leads the way with 6 points. Cambry Klein is next on the list with 5, then 4 points for Savannah Russell, and 3 points apiece for Miley Knight and for Chelsea Ralph. As far as Bar Reeve is concerned, they are led by Olivia Emmons with 8 points. She made 2 big threes in that first quarter of play. Then 2 points apiece for Josie Knepp, Shelby Dobson, and for Hannah Bledsoe, their leading scorers. She didn't get a shot in the first quarter, but got 4 off in the second under heavy pressure. And then Cadence Birch, she finished the first half with 1 point. Scoring by the quarters, Orleans was up after 1, 11-9. And the second quarter, Orleans 10-6 over Bar Reeve. That gets us to a halftime score of 21-15. When the Whitfield Investments halftime report continues, we'll be getting you ready for second half action. Orleans out in front right now, 21-15. You're listening to Lady Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ.
You can make a difference in the life of abused and neglected children in Orange County. I'm Orange County Circuit Court Judge Steve Owen, and we have a court-appointed special advocate program, or CASA, right here in Orange County, and we need your help. There's no special skills required, and we can train you on the skills that are needed. All you have to do is just call Robin Brown today and tell her that you want to help us help these children feel safe and loved here in Orange County. That's Orange County CASA at 812-653-4889.
Kirby Hardware has been helping the residents of Orleans keep their homes and farms running smoothly since 1953. Kirby Hardware carries a full line of GE appliances, hardware items, household items, lawn and garden supplies, paint, and a full line of plumbing, all with the knowledge to get you what you need to do the job right the first time. Kirby Hardware open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. and Saturday, 7 till 2. Phone them at 812-865-2510. Kirby Hardware at 206 East Jefferson Street.
Well, just about ready for second half action right now. Orleans on top of Bar Reeve, 21-15. Looking at the foul situation to this point in time, just one concern for Orleans, that is Callie Austin. She picked up 2 first half fouls. For Bar Reeve, a few more concerns. as Caton Birch, she picked up 3 fouls in that first half, 2 of them within about 5 seconds of one another. And then Peyton Parsons and Josie Neff each picked up 2. So all of those players will have to play with some degree of control here to start second half play. Orleans leads by 5. Bar Reeve starts with possession of the basketball.
One team playing their final half of basketball this season as we get ready to go with third quarter action. Dogs open up with Austin back there on that trapping half court. Lob it over the top. Bledsoe on the right side. Let defenders fly by. Shot would not go, but a foul going to be called as that set play on that diagonal pass over the top. And Bledsoe was able to get position down low and a chance for a couple of free throws.
A foul on Savannah Russell. That'll be her first and team first as well.
Bledsoe, Parsons, Birch, Emmons, and Neff, the original starting 5 out there for the Vikings. Free throw by Bledsoe up and good. He's a 76% free throw shooter, the second best on the team. Number 7 rated Orleans Lady Bulldogs go with Callie Austin, Miley Knight, Savannah Russell, Adrian Abel, and Cambry Klein. Second free throw, back of the rim, too hard, no good. And it's going to be a tie-up between Knight along with Dobson, actually, who started, or make that rather, Emmons, who came down with that rebound. And the possession arrow, though, will keep it with the Orleans Bulldogs, and they'll get their first possession as Barree's going to extend the full court pressure. Now they'll back off of it out of the inbounds pass, and Alston will bring it up with the dribble. She'll hand it off to Abel. Back to the man-to-man. Thought maybe Barree might go zone with all that foul trouble. Klein has it to the right of the key. High post ball knocked away and stolen. Birch has it the other way between 2 defenders, but there's Russell to come right back and re-steal it on a good defensive play for Orleans. Give it off to Austin. Callie rushes it up the right side. Stops, spins around, hands it off to Klein. Fakes free, doesn't take the shot. Trying to post up Russell. She's calling for the ball. She has it. Turns in the lane. Now back towards the baseline. Shot off the glass. No good. Russell gets her own rebound. Put it up in traffic. No good. And a foul will be called. At that time, Savannah Russell demanding the basketball underneath.
Well, she was open and wanted it and had to maintain that post for an extra long amount of time. And it pays off with the foul because that is on Josie Knapp, and that is her third, team first.
Free throw by Russell up and good. Savannah just 48% at the line. That's her 5th point of the night. Dogs lead back up to 6 at 22-16 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Second free throw, it's right through there as well. Orleans able to knock down a couple of big free throws. Here's the diamond press in the backcourt. Knapp has it right sideline. Gets it into the middle. Rushing it up is Emmons. Into the corner. Give it off to Bledsoe. Bledsoe in a double team. Needs some help. Finally spots Birch. Birch in a double team. Her shot way short. No good. But the rebound pulled down by Parsons. Around the perimeter. Neff has it to Emmons. Emmons back into the corner. Fired down low in the lane. Neff has it. Lost it. Needs some help. Should have put the shot up. Instead, will kick it back out to Parsons. She drives all the way to the rim left side. Her shot no good, but a foul will be called.
Foul called by the official across the way. Coach Jared Gilbert, he just can't quite believe what he was calling. That foul is going to go on Savannah Russell. That's her second and team second.
Free throws coming for, Barree. Parsons' free throw comes off the back of the rim, no good. Barree, 68% on the season. Parsons is just a 55% free throw shooter, 5'8", and a sophomore.
They're just 2 out of 6 for the game so far.
Second free throw on the way. It's up and good. 23-17. Token pressure again by the Vikings in the backcourt. Once the pass comes in and Orleans gets possession, everybody backs off. Callie Alston will bring it up. Barree stays in there man-to-man, works one-on-one all the way to the basket. Alston shot blocked out of there nicely. It goes off her foot, and she may have been standing out of bounds when she did. It touched her, and that will go over to Barree, much to the chagrin of the cheer block for Orleans underneath that basket.
And it did hit her foot. It was just a matter of did it hit it while she was out of bounds or when she reestablished.
Ball knocked away. Loose, bad scramble on the floor. Will it be a jump ball or a foul? Jump ball called. Barree will retain possession on the alternating arrow.
Now, Orleans, they went away from that pressure in the second quarter, probably to save their legs for the second half. Now they're going to ratchet it up because all 10 players are on this end.
Nice play. Here's Abel deflecting it again on the inbound pass as Barree having problems getting that first pass in. They line 3 players up along the free throw line extended. In the corner, tough place there to get that ball in. Looking, Dobson goes over the top to Bledsoe. Bledsoe in the backcourt in a double team, steps through it, needs some help. Looking, 5-second count out, just lobs it up in the middle, and Miley Knight comes up with the steal. Ball knocked away from her. Another scramble by Parsons and teammates near the 10-second line. Another jump ball called. This one will go over to the Dogs.
I'm telling you right now, if that ball is loose and Miley Knight's around me, I'm not chasing after it because she's going to get it one way or the other. Just that kind of a player. Very impressed with her tonight.
6:05 to go, 23-17. Orleans on top in the basketball. Winner will advance to the championship game against Vincennes Reveille tomorrow night. Alston to the left of the key. Going to get a screen. Dribbles back out top of the key to Knight on the left wing. Knight fakes left, goes right down the lane. Jump pass back to Alston. 18-footer left wing is good by Callie. She has got 8. And the Dogs quickly extend full court pressure. Coming out of there with it is Neff. Dogs wanted to travel, nothing called. Finally over to Emmons. Orleans up by 8. 5:30 to go. Lob it down in the lane. The ball tipped away, loose. Alston has it and comes up with it. That's turnover number 10, 3 in this quarter. Quickly climbed down low on the baseline from the pass to Abel. Back out to Abel. 3, right side, front of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Neff. Neff rushes it down the right sideline. Crosses over top of the key. Kick it out to Emmons into the corner. Emmons left side, reverses it right side. Give it off out front to Parsons. Parsons spin move down the lane into the corner to Bledsoe. Bledsoe looking down low. Dogs have done a nice job on her tonight. Into the lane, Parsons double team. There's Knight again with the good defensive hands and comes up with the steal. Quickly, Russell into the offensive end. Slows it up once she gets into the spike line. Hits the trailer. Knight steps back. 3 on the way off the front of the rim. No good. Ball tipped around, but Klein the offensive rebound. Put it up and in. Cambry Klein with 7. The Dogs have their first double-digit lead of the night at 27-17. Timeout going to be taken by Bar Reed as the Bulldogs fans stand and cheer their Lady Dogs. 4:39 to go. Orleans up by 10 in the third quarter. You're listening to Lady Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ.
Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Calcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot and mix asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Calcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Calcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed.
It has just simply been the intensity of the Orleans defense that has gotten them this 10-point lead, and another deflection and a near steal.
This time it's Callie Alston at the point of that diamond press to kick it out of bounds, and Bar Reed just having all kinds of issues. Another deflection by Alston, a near steal coming out of there, the ball loose. Finally, Emmons comes up with it. She'll give it off to Neff. Neff still not out of trouble. Jumps ahead pass, give it off left side. Dobson into the offensive end on the baseline. Her pass deflected and stolen. Once again, Callie Alston up with the steal. She'll bring it up across the timeline. Gives it to the trailer. Abel loads up 3. Left of the key. In and out. No good. Ball tipped around. Deep rebound, and Dobson has it for Bar Reed. Finally, Neff gets the pressure behind her. Finally gets Evans on the left of the key. Evans looking. Oh, they got a wide open player down low. Birch. She gets it right side. Lays it up and good. A breakdown in the Dogs' defense cost them 2 points, 3 on the night for Cadence Birch. 27-19, with 3:45 to go in the third quarter of play. Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Right side, the Dogs work it. Give it off to Alston. Little screen and roll. Knight dribbles in. 10-footer up off the glass and good. Miley Knight, a nice little short jumper off the window. She's got 5. Lead back up to 10 as the Dogs call off the press. Emmons into the offensive end to Neff. Neff looking down low on that diagonal Birch, but couldn't get it to her on the 1-3-1 as Ralph has checked back in for Orleans, who played well in the first half. Here's a long three left of the key off the rim by Nepp. No good. Ball loose down low. Bledsoe has it. Got it softly off the heel of the rim. Up and good. 5 for Hannah Bledsoe, the 6'1 senior, coming in averaging those 13 points per game. 29-21 with 3 minutes to go in the third. Abel across the timeline with the dribble. Comes right side to Knight. Knight out high. Guarded closely. No foul call to Ralph. Ralph fakes left, goes right down the lane. A little runner from 5 feet by Chelsea. Up and good for her 5th point. The Dogs are trading baskets, and that's okay when you're up 10. Out front, Neff has it for Bar Reeve against that half-court trap. Working on the right side to Dobson. Neff, a 3, left of the key, up and good. Neff finally gets one to fall. For Josie, she's got 5, and it's 31-24. Bar Reeve going to come back. They'll have to have more of that. 2:25 and counting. Dogs very deliberate. Abel across the timeline. Veers to the left of the key. Ball knocked away. Got it back. Looking high post. It goes to Alston. And a foul going to be called on Shelby Dobson out high.
That foul on Dobson, that'll be her first and team second of the quarter. Reeve trying to ratchet up that defense. And as long as they're able to get away with the physical play, it'll be to their benefit.
Knight right at the edge of the Dog bench. Finally gives it in to Klein. Klein will work it right side. Again, very patient. Coach Gilbert calling out the offense against the man-to-man. Klein comes right side to Alston. Alston looking down low. Nobody open. Keeps the dribble alive. Takes it to the elbow. Down goes left side. Pass it out to Knight. Fakes 3. Jump pass cross court to Klein. Klein on the baseline. Steps back. Launches a 15-footer off the mark. No good. Rebound pulled out of there by Bledsoe. She'll give it off to Emmons. Emmons across the timeline to Dobson on the right wing. Dobson back to Bledsoe. Dogs stay in their half-court trap. Left side to Neff. Fakes right, goes left on the baseline. Into a double team to Bledsoe. Top of the key. Emmons going to fire another 3 and got it to go. He's got 3 of those tonight, a total of 11 points, and it's down to a 4-point lead with 1:30 to go as the Bar Reeve fans come to their feet across the way. Ralph into the offensive end for Orleans. Pass it over to Abel. Right side to Knight. If the Dogs can answer, they have all night long so far in this ball game. Down to a minute 15 to go in the third. Bounce pass, Klein, right wing. Ralph down low. Oh, it goes off her fingertips out of bounds. That'll be a turnover on Orleans, their 6th of the night. And timeout taken by Coach Gilbert with 1:11 to go in the third quarter. Dogs lead it by 4. You're listening to Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
Earlier in the third quarter, Orleans made a run, got that lead up to double digits at 10 on a couple of occasions. But Bar Reeve, they're just kind of hanging around right now, starting to make some shots. They're 4 out of 6 in the quarter, also, or 2 out of 3 from three-point range. They've knocked that 10-point lead down to 4, and Bar Reeve has the basketball.
Dogs go to their half-court man-to-man. Neff has it to the right of the key, directing traffic out high. Neff, 5-second count off, dribbles to the left of the key, reverses it back to the right high post, pulls it out to the spike line. 5-second count on, ball knocked away loose. Alston has it, a great steal. Here's Cowley the other way. Drives left side, shot up, good, counted, and a foul. Dogs needed an answer, and they get it with their defense. Callie Alston with the steal near midcourt and has a 3-point play opportunity.
Just would not give up on the play, hung around until that ball finally bounced her way. The foul is on Dobson, her second.
Free throw is no good off the rim. Bledsoe comes out of there with it for Bar Reeve. 33-27 with 35 seconds to go. Emmons across the timeline. Give it off to Neff. Neff at the center circle here at Bar Reeve High School. Left wing. Bledsoe comes right side to Emmons to Neff. Neff looking for Bledsoe down low. Birch all alone. They lob it over the top. But right there's Chelsea Ralph to get back and knock it out of play. Good job by Ralph to cover that backside of the zone defense.
Yeah, Orleans, they've actually gone man-to-man the last couple of possessions. That time, Ralph, she's got Bledsoe defensively, got switched off on her and still came up with a deflection.
Double team by Orleans on Neff in the corner. A couple of dogs are there, and it looks like Adrian Abel will be the guilty party.
Yeah, that foul on Abel is going to be her first and team third. Give it over to Bar Reeve to the left of their bucket. Be aware for the lob to Bledsoe.
Out high comes to Emmons. Pass it around the perimeter to Dobson to Neff. Neff with the dribble. Skips it over the top left side. Emmons has had a couple of threes go down. Pulls it out with the dribble to Neff along the 10-second line. Here's down to 5. Neff dribbles to the baseline. Bledsoe going to have to put it up. Forces a shot at the horn. Comes up way short. No good. As Bar Reeve begging for a foul, but nothing called. We'll go to the fourth quarter of play. Orleans on top, 33-27. You're listening to Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3.
In need of a financial checkup? Consider Whitfield Investments for comprehensive investment advice and wealth management services. As a passionate Paoli native, Wes Whitfield places the needs of his clients first as he works to grow a stronger, financially savvy community of investors, families, and individuals. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how Wes can help you stay on track with your goals, both now and in the future. Kirby Hardware has been helping the residents of Orleans keep their homes and farms running smoothly since 1953. Kirby Hardware carries a full line of GE appliances, hardware items, household items, lawn and garden supplies, paint, and a full line of plumbing, all with the knowledge to get you what you need to do the job right the first time. Kirby Hardware open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. and Saturday, 7 till 2. Phone them at 812-865-2510. Kirby Hardware at 206 East Jefferson Street.
Dogs 8 minutes away from moving on to the championship game of Sectional 62. As they'll try and hold on against the homestanding Bar Reeve Lady Vikings, 33-27. Your score on the Sullivan Financial Consulting and Raymond James scoreboard. Bar Reeve will get it first to start this fourth quarter. They'll go with Bledsoe, Parsons, Birch, Emmons, and Neff. Neff has it to the right of the key. Orleans in their man-to-man defense. 5-second count off, ball tipped away, but Neff able to come down with it. Used up her dribble. She needs some help. Finally give it off right along the spike line to Dobson. Dobson turns down the lane, and then her pass is knocked away and stolen by Klein. Dog defense been tenacious here tonight. Down low, they got Ralph all alone behind the defense. Put it up. Oh, shot would not go. And Cadence Birch, who's been in foul trouble all night long, will pick up another one.
Birch has now picked up her fourth personal foul, team foul number 1 to start the quarter.
At the line will be Chelsea Ralph, 5'8" sophomore, just a 46% free throw shooter. First one's up and good. She's such a good shooter, you can't believe that's her free throw percentage. She got that one to fall. She, again, played well off the bench here tonight. Checking in will be Parsons back in, and Dobson will go to the bench. Second free throw by Ralph. Got them both. Dogs hit free throws the other night when they couldn't hit field goals, and that was a big key in their win over North Davies. Lead back up to 8 on the right side. Working Parsons, give it up to Neff. Neff dribbles in, dribble it down the lane, step through a double team. Now she tried to bounce pass it over to Parsons, and Alston is there once again, pesky along that baseline to knock it out of bounds.
Shooting percentages through 3, Orleans, 14 of 34 overall, 41%. Just 3 out of 7 on their free throw attempts. Bar Reeve, 10 of 31 overall, 32%. They are also just 3 out of 7 from the free throw line.
Neff at a double team on the baseline. Give it out to Emmons. Emmons will back it out with the dribble. Dogs up 35-27 with 7:05 to go in the fourth quarter. Hand it off to Neff. Neff looking out high. Dogs staying there man-to-man. Neff nowhere to go to Emmons. Emmons with a screen right side. Tried to get it to Parsons. Pass deflected, but Bledsoe comes down with it. Back out front to Emmons. Emmons will go left to the key to Neff. Neff between the circles. Fakes right. Goes left in the lane. Now spins back in the lane. Puts up a wild shot. No good. Who's there but the rebound? But Miley Knight. She'll bring it up with the dribble. Pushes it up right side to Abel. Into the corner to Ralph. Ralph looks for cutters down low. Fakes the pass. Will pull it out front and give it off to Abel between the circles. 6:30 in county. Abel with the dribble right along the spike line for Orleans. Hesitation move. Now we'll pull it back out. Dogs hoping a foul would be called, but nothing is. Right side to Ralph on the wing. Again, looking for cutters from the weak side. Ralph hands it off to Alston. Bobble to Callie. Got it back. Turns with that left hand down the lane. Her strong hand all the way to the rim. Laid it up and in for her 12th point of the night. And the Dogs lead back up to 10 at 37-27 with 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Emmons between the circles on the dribble against the man-to-man. Out front, 1-4 set for Bar Reeve across the free throw line. Back on the right side, Parsons has it. Give it off to Nepp between the circles. Nepp looking with the dribble, takes it in on Abel, and a foul going to be called as Abel will be called for the block.
A foul on Abel will be her second personal foul. Team foul number 1. Coach Jared Gilbert demonstrating that it wasn't so much a block as the offensive player moving into the defense.
Nepp on the baseline to the left of the basket. Needs some help. Finally goes way out high with it down the lane. Parsons all the way to the rim. Her shot no good. Knight, another rebound for the Bulldogs. She'll bring it up across the timeline with the dribble. Give it up out front to Adrian Abel. Abel, a 10-point lead for the Dogs in the basketball. 5:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Abel working out front one-on-one with Parsons. A lot of reach-in, nothing called on contact. Give it off to Callie at the center circle. Alston will give it back to Ralph. Dogs run a little weave, running some clock here. Shorten up this game with a 10-point lead. Out front, Molly Knight has it to the left of the key at the spike line. Miley to the right side, kick it in the corner to Ralph, nearly lost it. Chelsea now turns down the lane. She'll fire it out to Abel. Dogs have held it for almost a minute now. Down to 5 minutes to go in the game. Ball poked away from behind, loose on the floor. Knight comes out of there with it, and she'll be tied up, or will a foul be called on Nepp? And Nepp will be called for the reach-in foul.
Now that foul on Nepp, that's even more foul trouble for Bar Reeve because she becomes the second player for the Lady Vikings to pick up her fourth personal foul. That's team foul number 2 here in the quarter. And Orleans, they will inbound right at the end of their bench.
Miley Knight to do the honors, goes down low. Ralph posted up one-on-one, put the shot up over Burst with those fouls, 4 of them, and that's 9 for Chelsea Ralph off the bench for the Dogs. Biggest lead of the night, 39-27, with 4:40 to go in the ballgame. Emmons goes left side to Bledsoe. Bledsoe fakes right, goes left, cut off by Ralph, spins back into the lane. Now another spin move, put it up off the rim, short, no good. And Ralph wades in to get the rebound, had to throw a defender off of her, and finally gives it off to Knight. Knight will bring it up across the timeline, slow things up. It's Ralph the trailer with 4:20 to go. Ralph fakes, high post pass to Russell, kick it out to Abel. Abel to the left of the key, takes it to the right of the key with the dribble, right along the arc. To Ralph around her defender, pull up 15-footer right wing, in and out, no good. There's Miley Knight, though, another offensive rebound, put it up, shot wouldn't go. But the senior will be at the free throw line.
Well, there's no doubt she's got double digits as far as the number of rebounds. If she can get the points, she'll have a double-double on the night. That foul on Emmons, just her first. It is team foul number 3.
68% is Miley. Free throw up too hard off the back of the rim, no good. She's got 5 on the night. Checking in will be Cambry Klein and Chelsea Ralph. Again, valuable minutes off the bench. She has started some, though, this season, so she's been in the heat of games before. 39-27, free throw night, up and good. Dogs biggest lead at 13 with 4:08 to go. Orleans will now drop back into their solid half-court defense. It'll be man-to-man this trip down. Nepp will bring it up with the dribble across the timeline. Nepp to the left of the key, used up that dribble. She needs some help. Finally fires it over on the right side to Parsons. Parsons turned, head in, cut off by Alston. Now hesitates, drives baseline, shot up in the double team, no good. Ball tipped around on the weak side. Klein got it last off her fingertips out of bounds. It'll be Bar Reeve basketball.
Excellent job defensively by Alston that time. Shut off 2 possible drives and made sure she had the hands up so the official couldn't say she was holding at all.
Nepp on the baseline, needing some help. Looking still, and is it 5 seconds? Yep. It is. And that'll be turnover number 14.
Now this ball game, especially from the first quarter on, it's just been about Orleans' defense and not allowing Bar Reeve to do much at all on the offensive end.
Dogs set the tone early with that tenacious defense. Austin says, everybody clear out, I'll bring it up, and Callie does. Gets it to the spike line with 3:39 to go. Working one-on-one with Bledsoe. Give that up front to Abel to the right of the key. Abel in a double team. Pass it to Knight to the left of the key. Knight lob it on the baseline. There's Klein all alone who lays it up and good. Klein just working across the baseline right to left was open, and Abel able to find her with a nice assist. 42-27 with 3:19 to go. Dogs extending that lead. Parsons on the wing. spin move down into the lane. She gets into a double team. Kick it out. Emmons' three is up, way off the mark. No good. Knight, another rebound. Miley will bring it up across the timeline and will slow it up in the offensive end as we near the 3-minute mark of the ball game right now. 42-27, Dogs on top. Here's Alston all the way to the basket with the right hand down the middle of the lane for her 14th point of the night. And the Dogs lead is 44-27 as they really start to gap it out late in this ball game. Closing it out strong at the Ship tonight. They look to punch their ticket to the championship game tomorrow night against Vincennes Reveille. Out high, Neff has it to the left. Fakes right, goes left all the way to the basket. No help there. She put it up with the left hand and good. Finally, that ground in for Bar Reeves. She has 7, 44-29 with 2:25 to go. In the backcourt, Abel is going to be fouled as Parson reaching in, and she'll be whistled for the personal.
See on Parsons, that'll be foul number 3, 4 on the team, and Orleans will inbound just to the left of the scorer's table.
Miley Knight will do the honors for Orleans. Finally gets some people to break. There's Klein has it into the offensive end. Bledsoe, though, got a hand on it, knocked it away. Knight right there to tie it up, and she is going to be tied up by Neff near the 10-second line. Possession arrow, though, will keep it in favor of the Bulldogs.
All right, just get it inbound, spread things out, start running some more clock. The clock is the friend of the Orleans girls.
44-29, Dogs on top, 2:20 to go in the ball game. Callie Alston taking her time now. They say, Callie, got to get it across the timeline. That 10-second count is on, and she does. Give it off to Abel to the left of the key. Abel with the dribble between the circles. Yeah, trying to get out of the double team. Wagler's checked in, right side to Klein. Klein looking down low on the baseline. Instead, we'll dribble it out top of the key. Give it off right side to Knight, working on that right side. Miley, the senior, keeps the dribble alive. She's in a double team, and a timeout going to be taken by Coach Jared Gilbert. 1:52 to go in the game. Dogs on top, 44-29. You're listening to Lady Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ.
Your high-end electronics and gadgets are only as good as your internet service provider. Stop the frustration of slow and unreliable internet service with a call to Orange County Fiber. Call Orange County Fiber and check out their brand new fiber packages that include lightning-fast upload and download speeds for households that stream, game, and surf the internet. Call Orange County Fiber and see the difference fiber can make in your daily life or your business operation. Phone OC Fiber at 812-865-2229. Orange County Fiber, bringing high-speed internet to your community.
A minute 52 left. Orleans took the timeout. Sometimes it's the facial expressions and the communication that you see between the girls and the coaches. Coach Jared Gilbert saw his player in trouble, called timeout. When Miley Knight came over, she said, Coach, I got this. Don't call the timeout. See, I had the pass out before you called time.
Knight has it off the backdoor screen, left side. She hits Austin in stride, and Callie lays it up and good.
She's got 16.
Nice set play out of the timeout. 46-29, Dogs on top. Bledsoe out high, minute 45 and counting. Bledsoe works one-on-one with Ralph. Spin move down the lane. Shot comes up short, no good. There's some contact. The foul will be called, and that'll put Hannah Bledsoe to the free throw line.
And that foul on 35, Chelsea Ralph, that'll be her second, just at the second of the quarter against Orleans. And Bledsoe, she's been the focal point of Orleans' defense. She's at the line.
Free throw up and good. She's got 6 on the night. Makes her score 46-30. Bledsoe, 76% free throw shooter. Dogs have done a real good job of keeping her under control tonight and not letting anybody else go crazy on him. Second free throw also through, 46-31. Pressure in the backcourt. Adrian Abel will clear it out. We'll bring it up with the dribble. Crosses over across the timeline. Pass it down low. Here's Klein on the low left side who lays it up and good. Klein's got 11. 48-31. Dogs can start to smell it now. Out high. Net backs her way down in the lane. Put a shot up off the glass. No good. Gets her own rebound in traffic. Put it back up and in. 2 more for Josie Neff, the junior. She's got 9. It's 48-33 with 1:10 to go. Knight into the offensive end. The Dogs counting it down, getting ready to come back tomorrow night for this sectional championship matchup with Reveille. And out high, Knight is fouled by Neff with 1:03 to go.
And that will be foul number 5 on Neff in a situation where they couldn't afford to let the time go off. Neff will foul out with 1:03 to go. 4 substitutions in for Bar Reeve, and they may be calling off the Dogs.
As we see, checking in, Dobson back into the ball game. Also, Lotus, number 12. And number 10, Weigler comes in. Wishman, another senior, just one of the 2 seniors. As at the free throw line, Knight, free throw up and good by Miley. He's got 7. And for the Dogs, it'll be Alyssa Hall, the senior, 5'7". And also number 40, Izzy Rutherford, 5'9", and a junior, as Alston comes out of the ball game. Klein as well for Orleans. Miley Knight trying to make it a 2-for-2 trip. Shot is up, and it is good as well. Probably will take herself out as Emma Rutherford. Well, she'll come in for Adrian Abel. 50-33, Orleans on top. 63 seconds to go, and finally the final substitution will be number 12, Elizabeth Mahan. And Miley Knight comes out to a well-deserved round of applause.
Big smile. They know that they have beaten the team that's knocked them out the past couple of years.
Yeah, they've conquered their nemesis here at their home court. Down to under a minute to go. Working Dobson on the right wing. Give it up in the corner to Wishman. Wishman around the perimeter. Weigler. Dobson to Weigler. Quickly left side to Graber into the corner. Lotus has it. Bounce pass out front. Dobson. Jump pass into the corner to Wishman. Wishman to Lotus. Swing it left side to Graber into the corner. Lotus long 3. Up and good. Lily Lotus, 5'8" and a sophomore, gets her first points of the night. 50-36. And quickly across the timeline, the dribble there by Mahan, and a timeout going to be taken by Coach Jared Gilbert. I believe it may just be, though, for a substitution. With 29.8 seconds to go, that is what it will be. As the Dogs get everybody into the ball game now. Holly Wolf as well, the sophomore. She'll throw it in right at the end of the Dog bench. Looking, needs some help, and finally going to get it in the backcourt, tipped away from the hands of Rutherford, but she comes down with it in traffic. Out front, Wolf has it, working along the sideline. The ball poked away as Wagner got a hand on it there for the Vikings. And a couple of more young ladies. Caitlin Cribbs, 5'7", and a junior. We'll see her first action. And Shane Neff, 5'7", and a freshman, also coming in. Just the 2 seniors, Hannah Bledsoe, along with Madeline Wishman, on this team for Bar Reeve. Looking, Wolf going to lob it in down low in the lane. Alyssa Hall turns, shot up. It is no good, and Lotus has the rebound for Bar Reeve. She takes it up the right side to the trailer Dobson. Work it off in the corner. Out front, the ball knocked away from Weigler. Ball loose, but Weigler comes up with it under 10 seconds to go. Dribbles in the lane. Another scramble for a loose ball. We'll have a jump ball with 5 seconds to go. Possession arrow will keep it down at Bar Reeve.
Even the ones off the bench. Scrappy on the defensive end.
Emma Rutherford, she tried to take it out for Orleans.
I was thinking, how'd she get that ball?
Now Wagler says, I think it's ours. So she comes in to toss it into Dobson, catches, fires a long 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound claimed once again by Russell, and that'll be your ball game as the Orleans Bulldogs win and advance on to the championship game of Sectional 62 at Bar Reeve as the Bulldogs take care of the host Bar Reeve Vikings tonight. Your final on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Orleans 50, Bar Reeve 36. You're listening to Lady Dogs basketball on Mix 95.3.
Hi, this is John Bender. Since 1931, Bender Lumber has been providing superior service along with quality, innovative building products at fair, competitive prices. In communities throughout southern Indiana, our locations are the primary supplier to residential builders, professional remodelers, as well as do-it-yourselfers who rely on our knowledgeable sales staff to do whatever it takes to proudly serve them and to get the job done. So here's to the first 90 years of local people serving local needs at Bender Lumber.
Time for a visit to locally owned and operated Orange County Concrete. They have everything you need to get your driveway, walkways, and other landscaping-related needs back in shape. They are a ready-mix concrete company, supplying concrete blocks and masonry supplies, as well as reinforcing steel, river gravel, and for the small jobs, they even sell high-quality bagged concrete mix. Remember, locally owned and operated Orange County Concrete for all of your concrete and masonry needs. Orange County Concrete in Orleans. Phone 812-865-2425.
Orange County REMC offers security systems for your home. Home security systems are available to members and non-members and will provide protection from fire, carbon monoxide, and theft. These systems are continuously monitored, so you will have a peace of mind whether you are at home, work, or vacation. You might even qualify for a discount on your homeowner's premium. Install a security system for as low as $299 with monitoring, starting at $29.95 per month with bundle. For more information on these home services, call Orange County REMC at 812-865-2229.
Win number 18 of the season for the Orleans Lady Bulldogs is a huge one as they now advance to the championship game tomorrow night here at the Ship, and their opponent will be the Vincennes Reveille team. As Vincennes Reveille earlier tonight, the Patriots defeated Shoals 53-15 to set up tomorrow night's matchup in this sectional championship showdown. And the Orleans cheer block, as the game wound down the final few seconds, they stood up and waved to their counterparts from Bar Reeve, probably something they had seen the last 2 years, but this time they're on the other end of it, waving goodbye to the homestanding Vikings, whose season comes to an end. As the Bulldogs, they never trailed in this ball game. There were no ties, as they jumped out to a 4-0 lead. It was a 11-9 game at the end of one, as Bar Reeve made a little run to close it down. But the Dogs always kept them just about at arm's length, right there around the 3 to 4 to 5. Finally built it up to 7 at the 3:58 mark. This as a result of a basket by Savannah Russell. But then Bar Reeve, another little run, trimmed it down to 18-15 before the Dogs got a basket to close it out from Cambry Klein, a big three right after that three-point play by Bledsoe. And then all of a sudden the Dogs had some momentum heading into the locker room, 21-15. Second half started as Bar Reeve made a concerted effort to get down to Hannah Bledsoe, their leading scorer. But the Dogs really kept her in check all night long. She did knock down 1 and 2 free throws to cut the lead down to 21-16, but Orleans answered quickly with Savannah Russell's 2 free throws to make it 23-16. But once again, Bar Reeve very pesky, hanging around. Then all of a sudden, the Dogs jolted out to a 10-point lead at 27-17 with 4:39 to go. However, they couldn't shake Bar Reeve as they made one final run again, able to close it down 31-27 with 1:38 to go. But another basket by Callie Alston with 42 seconds to go in that third quarter made it 33-27. And the Dogs come out and they start that fourth quarter and they get a nice run going. In fact, it was an 11-0 run for the Orleans Bulldogs to start that fourth and final quarter of play to give them a little bit of breathing room with just over 2 minutes remaining. And then finally, Bar Reeve got their first basket of that fourth quarter at the 2:35 mark to cut the lead to 44-29. But by then, the winner of this game had been decided, and the Dogs are able to close it out in strong fashion here tonight and win it 50-36 over the homestanding Lady Vikings of Bar Reeve. Rebounding tonight, the Vikings had the advantage there. They had 24 total rebounds, 6 second chance opportunities. The Dogs had 19 rebounds overall and 4 off the offensive glass. But once again, the Dogs do a great job of taking care of the basketball. Only 7 turnovers in this win tonight, and they forced Bar Reeve into 14 miscues here as the Dogs prevail to advance on to the championship game, 50-36. As we continue with the OC Eats post-game show, OC Eats delivering happiness right to your door. We'll see you soon. You're listening to Lady Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
Your high-end electronics and gadgets are only as good as your internet service provider. Stop the frustration of slow and unreliable internet service with a call to Orange County Fiber. Call Orange County Fiber and check out their brand new fiber packages that include lightning-fast upload and download speeds for households that stream, game, and surf the internet. Call Orange County Fiber and see the difference fiber can make in your daily life or your business operation. Phone OC Fiber at 812-865-2229. Orange County Fiber, bringing high-speed internet to your community.
Dogs a big win in this semifinal round over Bar Rivas. They're able to post the victory here tonight, 50-36. Head coach Jared Gilbert of Orleans joins us now. Coach, the fans are lingering, cheering on your girls. I hope we're doing this in 24 hours, but there's a ladder out there and that's coming down.
Yeah, let's hope so. We just talked about in the locker room, we're back where we wanted to be. We've had to sit on this for a whole year. To get back to this point, and now we're here. So the work's not done. The girls understand that. They're not satisfied, but it was a big win tonight, and I thought we played extremely well, extremely hard, and very proud of our effort tonight.
You talked about it in the pregame show. You had to come out and set the tone, and you did on the defensive end right out of the gate.
Yeah, we did. And that's what we talked about all week. We wanted to play fast, physical, and relentless, and the girls will probably chuckle when they hear that, but. I thought that benefited us all week long, no matter who we played, and we've had that mentality, and we've really, I thought, come out scrapping and just doing the dirty work, playing like a tough team. I know we are, and when we play like that, we're a tough team to beat.
I think at the end of that phrase, Coach, from relentless, you need to add pressure to that as well.
Sure. The pressure was definitely there, and that, we feel like we can turn some of these teams over, even though they have some bigs and some matchup problems. We feel like we present some matchup problems our own, and so we wanted to take advantage of those, and I thought we did on the offensive end, but it starts with our pressure defense, getting after them full court. And, once we got a little tired, we kind of set back in the half-court trap and just kind of mixed it up all night, and I thought the girls handled it pretty well. There in the fourth, we went to man because we didn't want them to get loose on us. Emmons, of course, got hot early, and we kind of cooled her down there as the game went on, didn't let her get going again.
Well, Reed hit a couple of threes, but otherwise, Coach, I thought you really took them out of their offense.
Yeah, I did too. I thought we really did a good job on Bledsoe, and we wanted to play her real physical. I thought we did that. No matter what we were in, we knew where she was and made things difficult for her, and that's what you got to do. She's a great player, great rebounder. I was really concerned about the glass, but man, I tell you, Miley really did a great job. I thought blocking out and all of them inside, but Miley's kind of undersized really for a post player, and she does such a good job of positioning defense. Even if she's not getting a rebound, that helps Callie and Chelsea and Savannah down there, and even our guards digging them out. So, but I just thought it was a great effort on the boards and all around, really.
And, Coach, when you win a game like this, you look back, how did we do on 50-50 balls? And I think you got about 90% of them tonight.
Yeah, definitely. And we talked about the other night. This is a game that comes down to who gets those 50-50 balls. Who gives a little bit more effort. Both teams wants to win, but which team's going to get those 50-50 balls? And I thought we did, get most of them tonight, and I thought that was the difference.
Well, I wrote down three critical plays, I thought, Coach, there in that second quarter. They cut the lead down to 3, and Klein comes down and nails a big 3 right here left of the key.
Yeah.
And then in the third quarter, again, they made a run. Callie got a big steal at midcourt, got an and one, didn't make the free throw. Yeah. And then when you pull it out there late, Abel was finding Klein running along the baseline.
Yeah, they're late. They're in the fourth quarter. And, kind of coming into this, I thought if we can get a lead, we're going to spread them out because I didn't think they could guard us. And, if we were looking to score, we weren't holding the ball. I wanted us to be aggressive and try to score out of it, and we did that. And sometimes people think you're stalling or whatever, but that wasn't the idea. I just thought they would have trouble guarding us. And if we had a little bit of a lead, that we could take advantage of it. And fortunately, we were able to do that.
Coach, I had you down for only 7 turnovers tonight as well, so you took care of the basketball.
Yeah, one of the other coaches mentioned that. It didn't have very many turnovers. And as fast as we want to play, when we can do that, that's a definite plus.
All right, but you hit the nail on the head, Coach. Business is not done. You've got to come back tomorrow night and take on a very tall Vincennes Reveille team.
Very tall, and very rested. Honestly, they've had 2 pretty easy games, so they haven't had to play a lot of minutes this week. And we've had everything we had to get through these 2 games. And sometimes that's a good thing. Whatever we said, it doesn't really matter at this point. It's all about guts and who has a little more drive in them, a little more heart tomorrow. and told them we can't be denied. I don't care how tired we are. You got to find a way tomorrow, and I know they will.
Well, winning a sectional is never easy, but just getting to the championship game is maybe even a tougher chore.
It is. It's rough. Just being able to get there, and that says a lot about them. They've done it 2 years in a row. Hopefully, we've learned something about being in that game. I think that says a lot. That experience of the pressure that comes with that championship game. We've been there. We've learned from it, and hopefully we can show up tomorrow and play our best basketball. And if we do that, hopefully good things will happen. And if they're better than us, they're better than us. But we want to give our best effort and hopefully play our best tomorrow.
Well, you got a group of seniors I know won't let you down tomorrow night.
Yeah, they're just a joy to coach. We're I think all in the same boat. We don't want this to end. We want to continue this for as long as we can. And I know they'll give everything they have, and like they always do. So I'm excited to have another one tomorrow night.
We are too. Coach, thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you tomorrow night prior to the tip-off.
All right. Thanks, Dave.
Head coach Jared Gilbert of Orleans. They win it here tonight, 50-36. We'll have more from Bar Reeve. You're listening to Lady Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3.
Hi, this is John Bender. Since 1931, Bender Lumber has been providing superior service along with quality, innovative building products at fair, competitive prices. In communities throughout southern Indiana, our locations are the primary supplier to residential builders, professional remodelers, as well as do-it-yourselfers who rely on our knowledgeable sales staff to do whatever it takes to proudly serve them and to get the job done. So here's to the first 90 years of local people serving local needs at Bender Lumber.
Orange County REMC offers security systems for your home. Home security systems are available to members and non-members and will provide protection from fire, carbon monoxide, and theft. These systems are continuously monitored, so you will have a peace of mind whether you are at home, work, or vacation. You might even qualify for a discount on your homeowner's premium. Install a security system for as low as $299 with monitoring, starting at $29.95 per month with bundle. For more information on these home services, call Orange County REMC at 812-865-2229.
Bulldogs, big win tonight, but any win in sectional is big, but when you got to take on a team that has knocked you out the last 2 years, you're on their home court. They have a nice 14-8 record. You come out and do the job and give these seniors and this ball club from Orleans credit. That's exactly what they did. They came out with their game face on. They had their work boots on, and they got the job done.
Oh, yeah. Sit down to work. Defense is not easy. And these Orleans girls, they flat out got after the Bar Reeve girls. All kinds of turnovers led to some opportunities, and then when they didn't have, fast break type stuff, they got into that half-court offense and just ran it to perfection and shot it extremely well tonight. Looking at the overall percentages as far as Orleans is concerned, Lady Bulldogs shoot 48% on the night. They were 20 out of 42. That includes 6 out of 8 in that final quarter of play when they put the game out of reach. Also included in that 20 of 42 is 2 out of 10 three-point shooting for the Lady Dogs tonight. A little bit of work to be done there. Maybe it'll fall a little better tomorrow night. At the free throw line, Lady Bulldogs, 8 of 13 overall, 62%. That's the bad news. Good news, when it counted down the stretch in the fourth quarter, they were 5 out of 6 for 83%. As far as Bar Reeve is concerned, they shoot just 32% on the night, 13 out of 41. They were 3 of 11 first quarter, 3 of 13 second quarter, 4 of 7 in the third. That was their best quarter, and then finished 3 out of 10 in the fourth quarter of play. Included in that 13 of 41 overall figure is 5 out of 17 three-point shooting for Bar Reeve, just 29%. They were 1 of 3 in the fourth quarter. And at the free throw line, Bar Reeve left some points there. They were just 4 out of 9 for 44%, 1 out of 2 in that fourth quarter of play. As far as the individual scoring is concerned, Orleans, 2 players in double figures and 2 real close. Leading the way, Callie Alston, she finished with 16 points. You look down at her box score, and she made her last 6 shot attempts. From the second quarter on, she didn't miss a shot. Then 11 points for Cambry Klein, 9 points for Chelsea Ralph, 8 for Miley Knight, and 6 for Savannah Russell. As far as Bar Reeve is concerned, 1 player in double figures. It wasn't the usual suspect. Olivia Emmons leads the way for Bar Reeve with 11 points. Next was Josie Knapp with 9. The focal point of the Orleans defense tonight was Hannah Bledsoe. She finished with 7 points, and that is roughly half of her season average. Then 3 points apiece for Cadence Birch and for Lily Lotz. Then 2 points for Shelby Dobson and a single point for Peyton Parsons. Scores by the quarters. Orleans, the Lady Bulldogs were up 11-9 after 1. Second quarter, Orleans outscores Bar Reeve 10-6. That got us to a 21-15 halftime score. Third quarter, the two teams played even, 12 points apiece. It was 33-27 after 3. And in the fourth quarter, Orleans, they just put it to them, outscored Bar Reeve 17-9. And the Lady Bulldogs of Orleans win it 50-36 to advance to the championship game tomorrow night.
Now to be against Vincennes Reveille. We'll take a quick preview of that when we wrap up the OC Eats post-game show. You're listening to Lady Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ.
Kirby Hardware has been helping the residents of Orleans keep their homes and farms running smoothly since 1953. Kirby Hardware carries a full line of GE appliances, hardware items, household items, lawn and garden supplies, paint, and a full line of plumbing, all with the knowledge to get you what you need to do the job right the first time. Kirby Hardware open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. and Saturday, 7 till 2. Phone them at 812-865-2510. Kirby Hardware at 206 East Jefferson Street.
Craving your favorite meal, but don't want to leave the house? OC Eats has got you covered. We deliver from the best restaurants in West Baden, French Lick, and Paoli every day from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Whether you're in the mood for burgers, pizza, Chinese, Japanese, ice cream, or something else, we've got you covered. Just visit getoceats.com. That's GETOCEATS.com or call 812-653-7431 and we'll place the order for you. OC Eats, delivering happiness right to your door. We'll see you soon.
The Orleans Bulldogs, for the second consecutive year in the championship game of this Class A Sectional 62 this year here at the Bar Reeve High School. Last year they fell to Bar Reeve in that championship game, but they avenged that loss tonight to punch their ticket to tomorrow night's championship game as they get set to take on the Vincennes Reveille Patriots, who easily handled Shoals 53-15. But as we talk with Coach Gilbert Bird, all you got to do is look at that roster and look at those young ladies out on the floor, and they have some height.
They do. And you look at number 44. She came up after that game for a postgame with the Vincennes radio station. And, I'm looking up at her. I'm still hovering around 6 foot. And I'm looking up. She's an honest 6'2". She is, first off, athletic. She can dribble the basketball. She can shoot the basketball. And you can tell she's just got good basketball sense. She is going to be a handful for Orleans tomorrow night. To go with her, they've got the complementary players, a couple of forwards that can rebound and shoot, a couple of guards that can handle the basketball. And I think the key is going to come down to that pressure that Orleans can put on and how strong are the legs of the Orleans girls because they had to play, Wednesday night. They played Friday night tonight, and they got to come back again tomorrow night, whereas Reveille, they've had a couple of walkovers, to say the least, and haven't had to use their starters as much as what Orleans has.
33 is Mary Herman. She scored her 1,000th point of her career tonight as well, so she had a big night. But the Dogs hope that was tonight, and tomorrow night will be a different story, as you have to go back to 2016, the last time and the only time that the Lady Bulldogs have cut down the nets, and they are looking to have a repeat of that tomorrow night.
Yeah, and if they play like they did tonight, especially on the defensive side, I think they'll come out on top.
We'll have that game for you tomorrow night here from the Ship in the championship game of Class A Sectional 62, Orleans and Vincennes Reveille. That will be a 7 o'clock tip-off. We'll be on the air with our pregame around 6:40, so please tune in for that game tomorrow night here on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ. As the Bulldogs take care of their nemesis, at least in sectional play in the last 2 years in postseason. The Bar Reeve Lady Vikings Dogs jumped out to the early lead, built it up to double digits a couple of times. Bar Reeve able to make a few runs at them, but then the Dogs able to close it out in fine fashion, outscoring the Vikings in that final quarter 17-9, as the Dogs have two players in double figures, led by Callie Alston with 16. Cambry Klein with 11, and 9 off the bench for Chelsea Ralph. while for the Vikings in the losing cause, leading the scoring tonight was Josie Neff with 9. Again, want to thank all of our great sponsors for allowing us to bring you girls high school basketball tonight and throughout the entire season. Our next coverage, again, tomorrow night back here for the championship game, but tomorrow afternoon on Mix 95.3, we have boys high school basketball, Paoli at the Northeast DuBois. That'll be a 1 o'clock tip. We'll be on the air with our pregame around 12:45. Thank you as well to our engineer producer. Great job as always by Melissa Wall, and most of all, thanks to you for listening. Till we talk to you tomorrow night here from the ship at Bar Reeve High School. The Bulldogs advance to the championship game. Your final tonight on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard, Orleans 50, Bar Reeve 36. Good night, everybody.
High school sports on Mix 95.3 WUME is brought to you all season long by Bender Lumber, Cave and Calcar Quarries, Dillman Scott Funeral Home, Hoosier Hardware, Hoosier Hills Credit Union, In Focus Eye Care, KFC of Paoli, Orange County REMC, Orange County Fiber, Orange County CASA, Orange County Community Foundation, Paoli Health and Living Community, Riley Oil Company, Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James, Summers Seamless Gutters, Springs Valley Bank and Trust, Team OC Youth Mentoring, Orange County Eats, the